that story reminds me of the first kiss I ever had. Yeah.
How far are we going back here?
I was 11. Right, mad. Damn. But she was older than me.
Ooh. The day I met her, she said to me, "Oh, you look the same." I don't, do I?
So she knew what she was doing.
She knew it.
So I didn't even have to date. So I flew there, booked a hotel, stayed by myself, like ordered room service, went out, and then flew back the next day.
Melvin!
All of this week, I've been really sitting in gratitude, but specifically for being a parent. Like, just looking at the boys and the way that they're growing, the conversations that I'm having with them, but then also thinking about all of the things that are out there specifically against them as young black boys. And I told them, the thing is still on the table, I told them a while ago, like when they got to around 7 and 8, and I was like, you don't know you're not cute anymore, innit?
Men are the only creatures whose value gets robbed when all of that goes away.
Say it again.
I'm saying it wrong. So cuteness and all of that.
Yeah.
As you get older, as men,
Yeah.
your value is connected to what you give. And
Right.
what you kind of create
Yeah.
and what you build.
Yeah. 100%.
And then your value
What
as
you
just
bring.
just the individual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a misogynistic. It is a misogynistic.
It is, but it's also based on a lot of truth.
The reason why it's misogynistic for me is that, the pendulum swings both ways. Do you know what I mean? There are some men who get pretty privileged just like any other.
Yeah, I mean,
person.
I've benefited from pretty privilege for most of my life.
It was coming. Yeah, man. I think we said it on here before when we were younger. You can blank this out, but it happened because I know you tried to say it didn't happen. But that's why you pretend to cry. To get sympathy. I'll never forget that. And you stood there just like that. We're trying to pushing tears out of your face. And I saw this girl like, ah. And I was looking at you and I was like, look at him with his light skin just.
But how do you know I was faking it? But why have you decided that I was faking it? Why do you lack that amount of empathy for me that you saw that and was like, I was faking it?
Brother, you saw, who hugged you the day your dad died? Not the day your dad, the day at the funeral. Who held you?
You did.
Right. I know the difference, man.
No. There's levels to crying, innit? So there's like crying over everyday shit. There's grief crying, and there's levels in between, innit?
But
So just because I wasn't at grief level crying,
You was using your pretty privilege.
nah, man,
You was pretty. Kwame Chan.
was.
You had the eyes, you had the skin, you had the height.
Why are we doing past tense, my brother?
Because we just had this whole conversation about you would have said to your kids, you ain't cute no more. Bro.
Yeah, fair play, yeah.
Bruv,
No, but it's true. It's true.
I
it's
never
true.
felt cute ever.
No, you were cute. With your little fucking Jerry curl. You were
I was
cute.
talking about that Jerry curl the other day. Bruv, I was the envy because the only reason why I got the Jerry curl was because my parents couldn't deal with my hair. It was that heavy, that thick.
Oh, really?
So, bruv, I used to sit in that fucking chair
Yeah.
for time, bruv, with all these aunties just talking. Bruv, I just be there like this quiet. But I was from 7, bruv.
Mad.
7 years old, and I had to sit there in Manor Park. Auntie Dana shop.
Yeah.
Well, this was in our house at the time.
Yeah. Those days, mate. I used to love getting my hair escaled, you know.
Well,
It's kind of wild.
bro, I used to escort my shit out, man.
Yeah, kind of wild. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Okay.
Wagwan.
Bro, I was hungry, now I'm fed.
Good. That's what we like. That's what we like.
I'm going to try, what's the, bro, I left that one for you. What's that? Mango bite.
I'm going to save that for later.
If those don't know, man just ate at this shum.
This shum.
The biryani was all right.
The
The
biryani.
samosas, crazy.
That sauce was dope though.
The chutney.
That sauce was dope.
Ooh, you know what the mango thing is doing? It's actually chilling out the spice slightly.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My name's Odartei Evans.
You know, we didn't do that last time. I'm Michael Mackie J.
I know
Yeah.
well, I said it, and then we went off track, so you didn't even say your name.
Well, I'm Michael Mackie J. Asante.
Yeah, so we've done it this week. Welcome back to another episode of the Chophouse. This is
Indeed.
episode 37.
I can't believe the number.
We're moving. Yeah. So you know what? As I was saying, like this week, I've been sitting in gratitude.
Wait, hold on. Can we get a moment for the Ravita that's over there?
I don't know why Ravita is a problem for you, bro.
No, it's not a problem. I'm just saying we have to mention why.
All right, so
there's some
we've
hummus.
We've got Ravita. So this week we're doing very middle class podcast, yeah. So there's Ravita, there's celery, and there's hummus.
Yeah, the celery's behind. You can't see the celery.
Let's bring the
Yeah. Let them people down. Yeah.
bang. And that's it. We're living life. Oh, is the mint thing finished?
Yeah. Oh, were you good?
Oh,
I'm sorry, bro.
I was ready to dip again, you know.
You didn't tell. Wow. You didn't tell me.
It's okay.
Sorry, bro.
What was I saying? Yeah, no, like, so this week I was just like really, really grateful. Like, there were so many the moments have come up where I'm just like, I'm gonna change the subject for a second. Do you have a filler word?
Like a
Yeah.
Your one is.
You know what mine is.
Yeah, your one is what have. Not what have. I know it, but it's
There's one main one, but I know the one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Because the one you're thinking of is da 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 da.
No.
No.
It's what not have you or something like that.
Yes.
You
So
say-
I'll go what not have you da 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 da
Yeah,
da.
something like that.
But the one that I use, and it's weird because it's got worse as I've got older, which I don't understand, is like.
Like.
And I hate it. And so when I'm talking, so that's what just threw me off just now, because I heard the amount of likes. And it's so jarring. It's so jarring.
I've got one. I know someone's screaming it at me right now if they're watching, but I can't think of mine. It'll come to me soon.
Anyhow, the point that I was making was this week I was sitting in gratitude for being a parent because there were so many moments where it just felt, you know what? I can complain about X, Y, and Z, but it's cool. Everything is cool. And the absolute honor it is to be a parent, to parent two young black boys, especially in this world with everything that's going on. It's an honor and a privilege, and I'm like, I just wanted to hold space for that for a moment. Like,
Okay. All right.
but yeah, all right, let's jump in. It's jumping.
Straight in as well. Boom.
Boom.
And he says, the thing about a black boy is you don't necessarily want to beat a black boy. What you want to do is you want to love him so divinely. You want to love him so fiercely that your disappointment will kill him. You want to adore him so much that the last thing he wants to do is disappoint you.
Wow, that was short and sharp.
That was short and sharp. But when I
Lemon shot.
pardon?
I said like a lemon shot, just drinking lemon. Bow. Like,
A lemon shot. No, when that popped up for me straight away, it reminded me of a time pre-children, and Nana and I would talk about having children, and we would discuss the issue of beating our children.
beating them.
Yeah, and so she was completely against it,
Right.
and I was I'll beat my kids if I need to. I was like, I'll beat my kids if I need to.
Okay.
And the line that I would always say was, beatings are a tool in my toolbox of discipline. And it's at the bottom, so it's like there's
last-
things, you know what I mean?
Okay,
but
yeah,
it's there.
Uh-huh.
It's a tool.
I understand now.
And so when that video came up again, it reminded me of that. And I thought that I've never actually felt the need to go and grab that tool. And it wasn't by design, but actually, yes, when they are most upset is when they feel like they've let down their parents. but also, and recently I was having a conversation with the oldest one about this, when they feel like they've fallen short of their own standards. And for me, like, that is super important. Where, yeah, that's it. But I know, like, there are some people that are watching it because there's that reluctancy, not reluctancy, what's that thing? You know, some people of our generation, if they grew up and their parents beat them, they'll come with the rhetoric of, I got beat, nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
And it's that thing of, we don't have to
Perpetuate that.
Yeah, yeah. But no, so I appreciate there may not be much to say on this, but as I said, it's just something I wanted to share because it was just kind of on my spirit.
I can't remember where the quote is coming from, and I don't know the quote. I'm going to butcher the quote, but the notion of, I think it is for black boys.
Okay.
They talk about loving a black boy. You know,
It's
like,
the most revolutionary
act, something like that, or,
Yes.
or the notion of they don't receive that kind of love just because of that thing. And when you think about being a black boy, or then at the same time then growing into a black man, when you think about getting adulation or love or being held up, you have to have done something.
Yeah.
You have to have fought for something.
But that's where our
That's
value...
that's where it feels like the
Yeah.
values kind of lie. And maybe I'm totally off, but, you know, Jordan was loved because of what he did as a basketballer. Do you know what I mean? Tiger Woods, for all of where he is today and what he's about, you know, he was loved for what he kind of did to the sport. Do you know what I mean? When you think about those sportsmen, that's the space where love, like, you know, godlike adulation for black people was really seen, black men, sorry, was really seen in sports, whether it was you know, but outside growing, this one I'm talking about growing up, outside of that, you didn't really hear about a person being loved because they were just a good dad.
Yeah.
Or loved because they were just like a good husband.
Although that's definitely changing.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whereas him saying that in today's world, that it falls on your conscience much easier because we have learned, like you said, those tools as well. It's not as relevant. It's not needed in the idea of what being a black boy or what a black man stroke boy should need to kind of help him through this current life.
Yeah.
Because the more and more you look at it, it's like you need that support. You need to feel supported and connected because, and I think COVID did a lot of that as well. It kind of really kind of pivoted how we're looking after ourselves and looking after each other as black men. I'm specifically talking about as black men.
Yeah.
Because you was already struggling with whatever you were struggling with.
Oh.
What's up?
What's yours? I was wondering why I felt so awkward.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There we go. Do me a
Yeah.
favor. Unplug that white wire.
This one?
Yeah, just unplug it.
Just going to mess with your continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's okay.
you know what I mean? We was already struggling with our circumstance, but then now you're also doing that as a black person.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And so as a father, in those moments, I can only imagine what that must have been like. Just so many men, you know, and this includes all types of men, just clawing to keep things together.
You know, you reminded me during COVID, like one of my friends, Colin, you know Colin?
Of course, yeah.
We would, like, he started it though, in all fairness to him. So he would just call me every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in the beginning, it felt weird because I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
Because again, with a lot of men, even if you go through our conversations on WhatsApp, minimal.
Yeah. I meet you here. We're going to go do that thing. Send blah, blah, blah. Boom, boom, boom.
That's it.
Yeah.
And generally, a lot of my phone calls are like that as well. Like, what did you say? Okay, cool. Boom.
On to the next thing, whatever we need to do.
Yeah.
Everyone's focused.
That's it.
And remember, I think you jumped on one of the calls when I did the MDC.
Yeah.
Like, that became looking forward to that Friday night.
Yeah.
And you just have either a drink or some food or something on your side. And we used to just sit there. we would chat for like, what, 3 hours?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it was so potent.
Yeah.
As a moment for men to realize, yeah, you are a little bit more than the thing you're doing. And we're all going through it. Everyone's struggling through something. And so that campfire that we all kind of came around. So yeah, like, honestly, it is a thing of the past. And what he said really hit differently.
Do you know what that Mandem Connect also made me think about? Was how important things like the lodge must have been for
our parents.
Yeah.
At that time as well.
Yeah.
You can imagine.
Yeah, because that was one thing you could not play with my dad on.
Your dad, and it's joke, because my dad introduced your dad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then your dad became higher. My dad left.
He's like, nah, but that.
My dad said, nah, no more. At your dad's funeral,
Yeah.
he was looking, the guy, the main guy, was looking at my dad like that.
I see you.
And Richard said dad was like this. Because I don't think you're going to leave that.
Yeah,
thing.
no, you're
Or maybe he hasn't left. Maybe he's still.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, you know.
Yeah,
the lodge was serious.
Yeah, it's important, man. It's important. But going back to what you were saying about when you was referencing Jordan and people like that, though. So on the flip side,
with love, yeah,
with love. On the flip side, though, are there examples of women who are just loved for who they are, without necessarily? So Jordan is a basketball player, but are there those examples?
It's tricky because like I think, and we're talking about black women specifically.
Yeah. No, let's branch it out.
Let's branch out. I don't know. Sports people is hard because, you know, there are always going to be people who give them that adulation. But am I saying it right?
Yeah.
That's it,
Yeah, adulation.
But more than anything else, now I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like the classic ones, which was more focused on whether it was their brains or whether it was, you know, the general one, which is always her look or the vibe she kind of created, and you'd see it more in the fashion world where they would talk about women in that way. She was visionary in that way. But I think you go back to films like Hidden Figures. No, they weren't loved for anything other than what they could present looks wise.
Yeah.
At least for a long time. Do you know what I mean? And it's only most recently that we are putting people on show for other aspects of who and what their characters are. Bro, it's crazy. I just don't understand this way of thinking that a lot of us have, which is based on media and the idea of what things should look like, rather than like everyone has got something to give. Look at those things, those values, those. Look deeper than just anyway, I'm going around in circles, I feel like.
Okay, all right. As I said, I don't even want to labor on it because when I put it in there, I knew that I just wanted to put it there, acknowledge it, and whatnot.
It's nice. So it's nice.
It's there. Okay. That's good. Let's go.
She's so man in a 2-door coupe, up 10 like infrared. When she see me with PBL, more touch than sushi. Sat online, you chat too much, I'm doing no magic. Get rich time, you don't make no pay, never see you manual. Silk is cheap as the action scene, no captain man. Late at night, I'm counting peas with red and purple news.
Why did you put that?
Huh?
Why? Bro, there is so much I don't want to say. There's so much I don't want to say about.
I'll start you off. Yeah. So, and I'm not going to talk about the obvious thing. Yeah. I'm gonna. So mine is twofold. Mine is twofold.
Yeah. Okay.
So the first thing is, are we not tired
of
a video where you are rapping and the girl is shaking her nyash, and that's all that's going on? Like, we're not doing any concepts. Do you remember, like, in the 90s, like especially with the R&B videos, like you'd get like a mini film in the video, like, but like there was concepts, bruv. Like there was concepts.
But look, then you go, But then you go to like a Daily Duppy, bro.
Yeah.
And that's that same spitting in, and look how
That's
they've
different.
elevated.
That's
No, but that's
different.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They've elevated
Yeah.
that form.
Yes.
What we just watched.
Yeah.
They've elevated that form.
100%. Because, yeah, you go Daily Duppy, and then we're gonna get all of the visuals that come with that. Bruv, you're on a street corner with a bus driving by. Uncle on the bus is looking confused.
But what's connected with that is the reality in it. It's like, this is the reality. This is, bruv, I don't even know what.
Bruv, nah. But on the flip,
Oh, I'm confused.
what I will say
Yeah.
is Castillo has got his marketing head on.
Which was
Because-
the marketing? The person taking the video of the video.
So, that video went viral. Okay?
Which one? That particular.
What
video?
we just watched. that
That's
went viral.
Crazy.
His proper music video dropped. So there's that video of that girl. There's another video of 2 other girls.
Why do you
again-
know?
Because I've looked into it. If I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to look into it, right?
Which is fair.
And so
Oh my days.
so these videos dropped where people were talking about the women in the videos. They were the focus of the video, like that, yeah? On socials. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so what we saw.
So there's
was the
another
focus.
there's another video like that,
Okay.
of a similar vein with a woman shaking her nash like that.
Oh my
yeah.
days.
However, his real music video dropped. Those women are nowhere to be seen. But we all went to the video to go and watch those women because let's face it, most people on the internet are bad mind. Yeah. And they went to go into the comment section and start cussing again. When you go to the actual video, he's still standing on the street corner. Don't get me wrong. But there's just a girl there who's dressed, there's not bra and knickers thing. Do you know what I mean? I was like, well done.
You know what?
Well done.
There is a conversation here because I actually don't want to talk about what we just watched. If I'm honest, there is a conversation there. So I went to watch MJ the musical.
Okay.
Yeah, the other day.
Where's that?
It's I forgot the name of the theatre, but it's Old Compton Street or something
Okay,
like
yeah,
that. Just not too far. It's you see.
Yeah,
It's- I can't remember what was there. Maybe Aladdin or something. I don't know. Either way, bruv, there's a scene where MJ talks about sleeping in the oxygen chamber. And do you remember that picture?
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
sleeping in it, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, MJ, da da da. And in the show, and this is not a spoiler per se because he says it in the show, and it's a part of a little more. There's more story to actually why he's saying it. But he said, no, he bought that for his plants. But he slept into it. He slept in it and put it out in the world because he knew that it would get. It would make
Michael's
some
doing
noise.
it from day.
So this is what I was gonna say. The notion of that kind of marketing has been around forever, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forever.
And it's the most, because I think it taps into a very, I don't know what it is about most human beings where we're attracted to, I'm trying to think of a nice word, but we're attracted, we see things like that and we want to go and cuss and whatnot have you.
Yeah,
We're
outrage marketing or whatever.
There you go. There you go. And it's sad, because I wonder why, as humans, don't we have that same vim when we see something? Oh, that's amazing, that is. Like, but it's not going to get the same vim. It's not going to get the same traction. It's not going to get the same energy. Why are we built like this?
It's interesting because kind of going back into history, like the notion of just language, right? This is probably a bit too deep, but the idea of what's the word? Of gossip.
Yeah.
That was an important tool for humankind in terms of survival. Because you would say that waterhole over there is blah, blah, blah. And then that would go around. It's information, right?
But that's not
But
gossip.
be careful. No, but be careful of the so-and-so over there. People want to go see it. It's part of the notion of being able to spread messages where I guess there is that thirst for wanting to know what the goss is. You want to know what
Yeah.
the thing is, the thing underneath it. I don't know. And then it's just curiosity at the end of the day. Maybe that was a reach, to be fair.
I hear what you're saying, and this might be another reach, but it's what came to mind. So this week, Celebrity Big Brother has started.
Oh, shit, okay.
And ZZ Mills is in the house.
No way.
Right?
I was chatting to her the other day.
Oh, really?
I met her for the first time at Gets' event.
Yeah.
And then what was funny was I spoke to her, and then I just was chatting to her, whatever. And I said, you know what? I'll get you a drink. I gave her the drink. So then we had a moment, I guess, in it. Because, like, I've just said, yeah, boom, boom. She knows a couple of the people I know. So I was like, boom. So then we went to go get, food later on. And then we all went to some spot, bruv, where everyone goes. And then she came there again. So then we was chatting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, she's a cool girl. I'm surprised she went into the house.
No, I think it's a very, very smart move. I think it's a very
She's
smart
now putting
move.
herself in right in the middle of the conscious of
exactly.
Of
And you
regular
know,
Britain.
and Middle Britain's looking at her going,
Middle
who's
Britain, there you
she?
go.
She ain't famous, but it's like, all right, Val,
hood famous?
cease and circle yourself and just watch the thing, all right? But what happened was she went in, and this is what I'm saying about human beings. Somebody went onto the internet, went onto Twitter, went looking through old tweets, found themselves 11 years deep in tweets. 11 years!
How, bruv? How do people do this stuff? Must be AI, like.
Do you know what?
me.
I hope it is. Like,
What?
Because if
Scrolling
someone
for
is
years.
scrolling like that, because that's too much energy.
11 years.
11 years, and so they pulled up a tweet of ZZ saying, so Pamela Anderson was going into the Celebrity Big Brother house, and then ZZ said, "Oh, times must be hard." Something along the lines of, "You must really need the money if you're going into BB."
No. So
Here's
they
the
said,
thing.
you must need the money, ZZ.
And so because I just think people are simple, everyone was like, gotcha. And it's like, brother, how is that even the same thing?
Pamela Anderson's on another level.
Like, how is that even the same thing?
Like, she would have been, like, one of the top kind of, so for her to do that, I could understand that as a talking point.
This woman was probably on the walls of half of the world's teenage boys.
So as a
at one
talking point, it's like, wait, hold on a second. Like, why would you need that? Like, that's what I guess people would say.
But this platform, if she plays it right, and I believe she will play it right because she's a smart woman, right? Is it not going to launch her?
Bruv, we've seen worse off people, that's bad. People with regular individuals who've stepped into those spaces catapult themselves to some form of fame.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, so, big. Going back to the original point, this is the issue. Instead of just being able to be like, go on, look at that, do your thing.
I don't know what
11 years, 11 years.
Yeah, bro. There's just but I mean, we tend to anyway, even as individuals, focus on the bad things. We focus on the negative in ourselves.
Yeah.
We focus on sitting there and saying, "Oh, I'm not good enough." And we have that bad self-talk. And more than anything else, I think sometimes it does make people feel better when they get the opportunity to go, "Ha, look at you." Makes
That's
them feel
horrible.
better. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't enjoy that. This is going to make no sense, but at the same time, I think about it in that regard. Someone I knew, I didn't know was in this space, at the time when this act happened.
Okay.
So I'm standing there, and I've gone to Pret, and I've ordered 2 things. The other thing is going to take a bit longer to come. But I was ahead of this woman. This woman then got the same order as me. Yeah, same coffee that we're getting. She goes, "Oh, that's your coffee." I said, "Nah. She was gonna take. I said she was used before me. I said, "Nah, take it." Yeah, you get me used there before me. I'm still waiting for another thing. And she said, "Oh, really?" I said, "Yeah, sure." She took it and went. Then the person I knew saw me do that.
Yeah.
That matters to me, bro. That act of kindness,
Right. Okay.
is my base level.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because in my head, that was just a nice interaction that I had with a person. I wasn't doing it for the look, for the whatever. But then I thought about it after that fact when she walked in and saw me and spoke to me, is that she saw me do that thing. And I was happy that, you can see when we're in, because she's working with us.
Yeah.
You can see when I'm in work mode, it's the same as if I'm outside.
Yeah.
Like, focusing on just trying to be good all the time is a better thing for me.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why people want to focus on the idea of, I'm going to get one over, or like people, it's I don't know if it's innate or it's something about getting one over on people, or because in that circumstance, I could have just taken it and just looked at it and said, well, it's not yours.
I think you're right, though. I think a lot of people, and we spoke about this before, I think I said a similar thing before, a lot of people are unhappy in their lives, and it's easier to therefore point and say, oh, look at that.
They're unhappy too. I don't know.
I'll never forget.
Go on.
When I was working, try and get the story right. When I was working Barking and Dagenham, there was a lady who was the office manager, lovely lady, and she was a Christian, right? And one day we were talking, and I was moaning about something. Can't remember what. And she said to me, you have to be grateful to God. For example, you've got shoes, but there is a man that doesn't have shoes.
Yeah.
So you have to give thanks to God
for the shoes you have.
And I was being a bit facetious that day, like being a little bit cantankerous. And I was like, so you want me to thank God that this man doesn't have any shoes? No, that's not what I'm saying. I was like, yeah, no, like, that's exactly what you said. Like, just...
Yeah, totally cantankerous.
And I get her point, but also you have to acknowledge that there is that side of it as well. Like, yes, obviously I'm grateful that I do have shoes, but how does that change
his circumstance?
Why does he even need to come into it? Why can't I just be grateful for my shoes? Why do I need to be reminded that other people do not have shoes for me to be grateful for my shoes? Let me just be grateful for my shoes. I don't know where we've gone. Right?
Bro, you were really, really laying it on thick that day. You're like, look, I just want to be grateful for my shoes.
Let me just like my shoes. But yeah.
I think it's tough, man. I think, it's just the mind always wants to focus on the negative aspects of certain situations. It's the brain just works like that.
Yeah.
You know, there is probably I remember I read a book about that. There is a real reason why that happens. I'm going to try and fish that book out.
You know what the funny thing is? I know if Nana was here, I know she knows the thing behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Safe, Nana.
Yeah, we haven't had Nana in a while.
I swear this is like 2 or 3.
Boy,
it's like the 3rd.
Do
you think we should just sack her?
She's getting a bit... No, definitely not, bro.
I just want to sack her.
You want to sack her? It's not
no. You know what I'm going to do? The next episode, I'm actually going to get her to produce it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's what she's supposed to do.
She hasn't come on in a while.
Yeah.
Last week she was unwell. She was sick, so... She was.
Sometimes you just got to like...
Suck it up.
Suck it up.
You like trouble. You like...
I do. I do.
You come to bother this Christian woman that day. She must have been so confused.
Poor Bonica.
She's like, why?
She was like, did you send a number? You know what I mean? She was like, did you put my number on the check? I was like, yeah. She's like, I'm gonna text you.
I'm gonna text you.
Bro, it was just, that one, was like, I don't know if this is sad as well, but I watched that. I thought, bro, the beauty, that excitement when you like seen another human being that you like and you've connected for that first time. And I was like, I'll never experience that again in my life.
I'll never experience that again in my life.
I'll never experience that.
Bro,
but it was a beautiful thing.
Bro, let me give you a joke. Yeah? So when I went to watch the musical, as I said, I was on the way back with my brother and Jade. And we're sitting there, brother. And then these boys were just like, and I've been talking about this, like, I said, keep on saying like as well. Yeah, black boys are being boisterous. No, man, yeah, that noise. Yeah. Where people are thinking, trouble. They're noisy, what's going on? But what you're listening to is they're trying to chat to a girl.
Yeah.
Go on, bruv, man. Walk, man. Go to the... That's what they're trying to say. No, man. Like, yo, man,
Yeah.
you ain't do that. What's wrong with you, bro? Obviously, they're using maybe not so clean language. Tutu's, the girl was sitting next to us.
Yeah.
Then eventually they came over. This one boy is like, yo, it's like, so Russell, yeah, he wants to chat to you. And then she was like, what do you want me to do about it? If he wants to chat to me, come chat to me.
Yeah.
But bro, it was just nice to see that. And then she
Yeah.
just was like, bro, she put her things back in and kept on watching her thing. Then eventually we started speaking to her and she just said, yeah, no, I know them. I work with them. Like, they're being silly, man.
Yeah.
They're, and just watching that energy. You're right,
Yeah.
bro. There's a point in our lives where, it just ends. Come on. Come on.
It's
But it's
that,
fun.
That story reminds me of the first, the first kiss I ever had. All right.
Wow.
I won't say the person's name.
How far are we going back here?
I was 11. Right, mad.
Damn.
But she was older than me.
Ooh.
I think she was about 15.
It's probably the one you cried to.
Right. No, I cried over this chick. I'm not straight
No,
up.
wow. I didn't mean like that. I meant the one that I was saying you was fake crying to.
Oh, you're a chick.
Because 11, that makes me what, 10? That's
Yeah.
about the right.
No, but you would have, depending on the year, you'd be.
I think it was her.
Yeah.
I think I know it was. Did you kiss her outside your house?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nah. You don't know.
Inside your house.
Anyway, Joker. Long story short,
Yeah.
I'm in Ilford one day. Do you remember Music Power?
Of course.
Yeah, right. So Ilford Music Power. This woman walks into the shop, and I'm like, if it's a movie, she walks in and the hair's going, and I'm like, wow. Like,
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah. All of that. Pretty brown, like all of that, yeah. A man was in love, yeah. But this girl was just when you think, nah, that's way out of my. I'm just here to look and admire.
I'm going to add a story too. One.
So that happens, yeah. So I see her, I'm like, wow, this girl's amazing, blah blah blah. Boom, end of that. That evening, a friend of ours was having a house party in Chadwell Heath, yeah. And one of my cousins, again, I won't say his name because it will give stuff away. He was coming, yeah, and he was coming with like a group of friends, right? So we're at this party. Cousin turns up with his crew of friends, and there was a crew of them. And who is in the crew?
The girl.
This same girl.
Wow.
So I'm like, wow. But also,
Da, 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 da.
But also it doesn't mean nothing because I'm like, I'm not stepping to her. I'm not stepping to her,
She's
yeah?
just there.
Right? So, but obviously, Jeff is there just like, rah. So
So he was with you at Music Power?
he was with me at Music Power as well.
got you.
So, and to be fair, so was my cousin. So the two of them are gassing me up like, you know what I mean? Like,
The one you like?
yeah. So at one point in the party, they go out to go off license, get some drinks, you know how it goes. And then when they come back, the way, like, they see the giddiness of that guy there, Jeff and my cousin, they come back and they're like, and I'm like, what? They're like, she likes you. When I told you, when they said that, I was so upset.
That makes no sense.
Because I said, that's a horrible thing to do.
What?
Because I thought they were lying.
Okay.
I was like, why would you get man gas like that? They said, no, we're being serious. We left, and then when we left, she was like, who's that guy in the Black Raiders cap? Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. So now,
Yeah.
like the story you just told, it's the gasment of me to go up to her to ask her to dance.
Oh, wow. Them days where you used to dance with girls.
Yeah,
They don't
man.
dance with girls no more.
These youngsters, they don't know.
Why did you imagine? That's so They don't know.
And so, Tutu's now, I don't even know how or where I got the Dutch courage from. I've gone up to her, I've asked her to dance. We're
Got
dancing
it from
in.
the Dutch.
Foolishness. So anyway,
That's what you got
I asked her to dance. We're dancing. And then
Ooh.
before I know it,
Da, 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 da.
we're just kissing.
That's, oh, wow.
We're kissing
You're a
under.
bit wild.
Nah, brother, it was nice. It was sick. It was sensual. It was sensual.
Bro, first time you just
Yeah.
ever met.
Yeah.
Did you even know how to kiss her?
Because
You was 11. How old is she?
pretty privileged, innit, brother?
How old is she?
Yeah, she was like 15.
Illegal.
Ah,
Well, back then you're just like, yo,
it's not illegal. We weren't doing things.
I think.
So yeah, so that happened, and I think we were like, I don't know, maybe it was just in my head, but we went out for like a couple of weeks.
Oh, because you kissed her, you was boyfriend and girl.
Yeah, we went out on little dates and whatnot have you,
Bless you.
and then she dumped me, and I cried
Why did you tell this story? I forgot what.
because of that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I lied to her, but like, yeah. And me telling her, I remember we were all out at one point, and then me saying, yeah, but I'm going to be 12 in June. Don't think it helped my case.
Yeah, I'm going to be 12 inches. Oh, is it? Yeah.
Don't think it
bro.
helped my case,
Nah,
but
man,
yeah.
You better sit down.
That was my first proper heartbreak, you know.
Yeah, I know them. Yeah, I remember my first one. Heartbreak. And you know what, jokes? You kind of had to do it alone as well. You didn't want to tell no one.
Yeah.
Just moping around.
Bruv. Like literally, other than Jeff, like Jeff knew, but then even then, it's like he knew because of proximity, innit? So I know my brother is upset because how much he liked this girl, but also he wasn't there when I'm in my room, lying at the end of my bed, crying,
You actually cried.
hitting the side of the bed. Like, what?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at you. Mama said, why? I'm trying to think if I've got a heartbreak like that. Bro, I remember one heartbreak for me though, bro. It felt like my chest was caving in.
I don't know why I laughed.
Bro, it felt like my chest. I was like, oh, what is this? Bro, I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. I was in pain. I said, oh, bro.
Do you know why it's funny? It's because we can laugh now because we fully understand that at the time that
Bro,
hurt.
it was physical.
Like physical.
Physical pain in my chest. Bro.
Heartbreak is so real. Heartbreak is so real, bro.
But you know, what it was for me was that nothing happened physically. Why is it physically hurting?
It's crazy. But one time I had a dream, and in the dream, Nana broke up with me.
Oh, wow.
And I woke up like proper discombobulated. Like it was upsetting. And it's just weird how something like that can like affect your physicality. Like this thing has not happened.
You see, you made me vex in 2.4 seconds.
Oh, go on. Why?
How many times I've had to deal with a woman being vexed at me because of a dream?
Oh, wow.
It didn't happen.
Wow. I mean, I guess that's the difference because up until this moment right now, I've never spoke about that dream. So if she watches this is the first time she's going to hear that.
Bruv, you get a cold shoulder because of the dream.
Mad thing.
I know there's brothers that can
Mad thing.
vouch for that. Bruv, or, no, it didn't happen. What do you mean?
Mad. Yeah.
I remember one time, I think, one ex had a dream. And then I think I went to hug her or something. And she's like, no.
Get off me.
Yeah, kind of. I said, okay. Bruv, I went downstairs. Started watching TV. Then she tried to come and hug. I said, no. I said, you can stay there with your bad dream. Bro.
Yeah, no.
Because, when something feels real, it feels real.
Yeah.
You can't tell the mind, you know.
Yeah. But that's you know, that's the realness of falling in love.
Oh, man.
That's why you get some old couples when one passes away.
Oh, then, the other one.
You know what I mean? It's
goes.
like,
Bro, it's dark, man. But love, how did we get onto that? That was
Still-
that is really nice. I feel like I want to continue talking about it because it is so interesting.
yeah. Like, I mean, yeah. I'm thinking about all of the times where I've broken up or been broken up with, but then kind of felt that pang. And I think there was another girl in secondary school who we dated like them times there is quite long. We dated for like 8 months, which is at that time is a long time. I do long, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I felt like you said, I put it at me like I don't.
brother, that's on you.
The way you said that. Though.
I said
I do long.
I was talking
Not
about
like
me.
you do short. You do.
No, see, you put the extra spice on there. Me, I'm talking about
I
myself.
did it just for the pod. I was potted.
Yeah, no, and I think I broke it off with her because I felt like man's got to go out there and.
Oh, them stupid ones.
But as them ones there, I remember like so I broke this thing off with her. I think summer holidays happened.
Oh,
Come back. She came back looking fire.
of course.
I said,
She knows what she's doing as well. Make Russell burn.
Yeah, it
Let
worked.
burn,
It worked. It
let
worked,
burn.
mate. It worked.
Get a little burn. Bro, I was thinking about that thought that you had initially, like not feeling
Yeah.
that again. And I must admit, as I've got older now, I look at that the young love, and I'm just like, wow.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's nice when you see people on a date and you can see that it's a first conversation. A man's doing that. Yeah, you know, and, you know, you got
When they both send out their representative.
Or you go out on date night, brother, and you just see all of the interaction. You know, everything's going. And you're like, and you're just sitting there like in the season thing now, like, hey, what you want to drink? Yeah.
But you know what was nice? So, as I said, we went to Ayana's the other day, Caribbean restaurant just near Canary Wharf. And so we were actually the first couple in the restaurant that evening.
Okay.
And so either side of us were two couples who were, I would say, like probably had like 10 something. No, they had 10 something years on us.
Okay.
And so, but also they looked like very good. You know what I mean? And I was like kind of looking across thinking, not long and that'll be us.
Yeah.
That'll be us.
It's beautiful, bro.
But what was beautiful about it is they were still kikiing and bantering.
Oh, yeah. You want to know that can remain, innit?
Yeah.
I remember I used to see that with my parents from time to time.
Yeah.
Especially when I tell them to come and meet me, someone go somewhere, they'll be laughing. Your daddy was doing this, and mum will be like, gah, 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 and dad would just be like mad quiet. You used to see it every now and again, it was sweet.
That's nice. That's nice.
But like, do you know the most recent ones I've seen as well? It's the Tinder date.
What do you mean? Like,
So you can see they've just...
how do you know it's a Tinder date?
Yeah, bro. Because the type of places that they're meeting, so they've met like at a place where there's loads of people. Do you get me? That's the first one, because they want to be a bit safe. Yeah, especially, obviously, for a woman, for argument's sake. So they want to be safe. And then you can see where it just kind of ends. When they're just like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, cool, nice meeting you, dude.
Oh.
Bruv.
Oh.
You can see the Tinder
that's-
date or
that's a whole-
is it Bumble, the one where you
Yeah,
meet
yeah.
online, like, and then location? I don't know
Yeah.
none of them apps.
See,
but
that's a whole
bruv.
era of dating that I know
Yeah.
nothing about.
Yeah, bro. Like when you can see that these people have just met today.
Yeah, that's
They're asking
wild.
the kind of questions they're asking, and do you know what I mean? This is not. It's a little contrived. And now you've got like Las Iguanas.
Yeah,
bro. So you see people there,
Yeah.
or like in Liverpool Street,
Yeah.
where that the main kind of
yeah.
circle, whatever that thing is there, bruv.
Broadgate Circle.
Broadgate,
Yeah,
there you go, bruv. People meeting for the first time and trying to make it work, and then the night just ended
Honestly,
because someone's not feeling it.
The thought of doing that scares me. Like genuinely scares me. Like having to sit and make small talk.
It's people's reality. Some people, that's how they're finding the person they end up marrying.
Yeah. I mean, we've all been there at some point where you're talking to somebody for the first time, but the rate in which people are doing it when it comes to these apps and stuff like that, just, Monday, Tuesday, meeting people, and yeah, it's a lot. It feels like a lot, man.
Yeah, man.
And the game just feels so completely different now.
Oh, come on.
Like so completely different. From an outsider looking in, it doesn't look fun.
I think it's challenging in that regard because for some people, this is all they know.
Yeah.
So they have no understanding of how you might have found it. Because the more traditional ways in our era would have been, this is the person you met at university. Or
Through a friend.
or through a mutual acquaintance. or a space.
Yeah.
Like a meant to excel
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You could see people.
I know we've had people get married, you know.
Yeah, from coming to your event.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have that. But now, yeah, bruv.
But that said, if I was in the game, I would be all over the apps.
You think that?
No, I would.
So then why wasn't I? Why haven't I been?
But no, you ask yourself that question, brother.
No, but that's my point.
No, so
I'm saying when I think about it, I don't think it's for you.
no. So
When I think about your character, I don't think it's for you.
why I say that? So if I put myself in the situation where I've been in a relationship, I've been married, and now I'm back on the market. At my age, I haven't got time. Yeah. And so, and again, I appreciate this is from an outsider looking in perspective. Yeah. I feel like if I spend the time to create my profile and specifically hone in on the type of person that I'm looking for, if I don't get a match for a month, it's okay. Yeah. But when I do get a match pop up, I'm going to be like, right, this is worth investing time in because I already know by the time we meet, you've already ticked a lot of boxes. That's the theory. I know that you can easily probably put holes in it, but that's the theory.
Bare holes.
I guess the first one being people lie.
Numero uno. Just their face, bro. Just their face.
Yeah, do you know,
They know their
you know
angles.
what? The catfishing, the catfishing,
Oh,
the
it's
catfishing.
real.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah. That pissed me off.
MySpace. I remember dating during MySpace.
Oh wow.
And yeah, there was one girl, bro. I think I might have said it on it. Always to the side, always to the side. Then the day I met her, she said to me, "Oh, you look the same." I don't, do I?
So she knew what she was doing.
She knew what she was doing.
Nah, you need an uppercut for that.
Nah, she's a girl, bro. Be
I
careful.
mean, it's a metaphorical
I'm
uppercut.
glad you
It's
clarified that.
It's not gonna do it for real.
Please.
Yeah, I'm not that type of person.
But bro, let me give you the
Yeah.
other one. Let me give you number 2. Are you not of the male species?
The last time I checked.
Last time you checked, yeah? You have to pay.
What do you mean?
You will be paying. Every
For the
ti-
dates.
Bruv, so when you do these multiple dates, check your bank balance. Especially in today's climate. Ha!
Yeah. See,
When people want to make up a nice restaurant, a cocktail, a nice view, what's it, shad,
nah.
bruv.
Nah,
Bro. For what? For you to be on the internet. Say, this brother took me to
But
Starbucks.
what I don't understand is, are we not both meeting each other?
Russell. I remember that same intonation was said at your wedding. Now it's no more daddy.
Daddy.
It's
Russell,
now
Russell.
Russell. Bro, yeah. What? You think that, what? These gender... Bruv, come on.
No.
You, just by your character, I think you'd want to show a woman, a good time.
No, she's paying half.
That's very, very short.
Yeah, no. I'm lying.
Bro, like, where
No.
dating is
Okay.
concerned, I think that in that regard, yeah, bro, it becomes very expensive.
Yeah.
Especially if it's multiple now. You're not just talking to one woman. You're now dating on these apps. You're chatting to, 3 or 4 people? And I mean, that's me guessing.
That's expensive.
It's expensive.
I
And
would call Melvin right now, but I know he's actually out on a date. No, wait. Today's Thursday.
Oh, my God. He has different dates for birthday.
No, he's out tomorrow.
What are you coming to call him? To say how expensive dating
Yeah.
is?
Let's see.
Yeah, bro, it becomes expensive.
Yes, Rocco.
Melv, wagwan.
I'm all good, man. You okay?
I'm all right. Listen, I'm with Mikey. We're recording an episode of the podcast, so you are being recorded. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How expensive? No. What's the most you have spent? I'm gonna give you 2 questions actually. What's the most you spent on a date, like one single date, and what's the most you spent on dating in a month?
That is a Deep question. Well, the most I've spent was the date didn't actually happen because I was stood up.
Hi.
I was invited to a party after a first date in Amsterdam, and
Brother, you went to.
so I got to Amsterdam, and she didn't pick up the phone, and so I was like, okay, what's going on? And it was like a fancy dress party as well, apparently. So I got there, she didn't pick up the phone. So then I was like, okay, like, where am I staying? So I decided to book a hotel because I was thinking maybe she's with her friends, and when she's ready, she'll, like get in contact with me and give me the address for the place. So I booked a hotel, but there happened to be a festival at the time in Amsterdam. So everything was double the price. So I paid for the flights, then I paid for this hotel. Then she finally got back to me on WhatsApp around 5-6 o'clock and was like, the friend who's organising the party doesn't want any strangers in the house, so you're not invited to the party. So I was like, okay, well, you're going to come meet me? And she was like, well, no, because I don't want to leave my other friend because they'll be alone. So I was like, okay. So then I tried to find somewhere to go that evening. I think I ended up just going to like a random club because I knew a DJ there, and I was so fuming that I took the first flight back home, so I didn't even have the date. So I flew there, booked a hotel, stayed by myself, like ordered room service, went out, and then flew back the next day.
That's so wild,
Bro.
No, I'm fighting.
You know what's jokes? I was coming to try and talk about one of mine, but that is amazing.
I don't think there's a story that can top that.
Well, you said you got. What's the other question?
So the other question is, how much is the most you spent on dating in a month? So like, if you've gone out like, how many times in a month? Like, when you were like dating, would you go out in a month?
Well, it's a difficult question because, like, when you're single, you could put like dinners. We're always seen to be the ones who have to pay. If you're a gent, then you kind of have to pay. Like, I don't care what anyone says about equal opportunity and all that bullshit. Like, the fact of the matter is, no matter the person or the woman, man, like, people want to be paid for if you're asking them out on a date. And so if you're single and you're doing at least one date a week, even a Nando's cost more than £50 for two people. So like, if you're going to somewhere in the West End, minimum, if you're going to somewhere in the West End, it's £100 for two people.
So you could do a monkey in a month.
Yeah.
You'd be doing a lot to be doing that, but yeah.
Yeah, but I think but let's say if you're dating someone and it's their birthday, then you could do even more than that. Like, if you really care about someone, you could go all out.
Yeah, that's long.
Basically, Melvin, I was trying to tell Russell, because I said first and foremost, people lie. So what you think you're gonna meet when you're doing an app date or whatever, you're not gonna know. And then secondly, it's expensive.
Yep.
You took the biscuit. Yeah, you took the biscuit with expensive though. Man flew to Amsterdam for nothing.
For nothing. Put it this way, I remember because my sister is very, very, like, we trust each other. So there was a period when she went through my accounts to see what I could cut out, like whether I could cut out like streaming services and whether I could cut out like buying clothing. And my number one outgoing at the time was dates. Like, the unnecessary, like, luxury outgoing was paying for dates.
Wow. Yeah.
And bro, we have to also understand from Russ's point of view, like, you're not seeing that, bruv, the levels of what could be considered a good date are just astronomical now.
There are influencers.
This is the
now,
wild west, man.
Bro, there are influencers now who are filming their dates, and if their date is dead, then it's like it's the new level of exposure. So depending on the person, like, there's a certain level. Like, I remember when Nando's was acceptable. Now, if you're taking a girl to Nando's, you're getting laughed at.
That's what I was
and Nando's isn't cheap.
Nando's isn't cheap.
But
the boys asked for Nando's the other day, and I said no.
To be fair, we used to have a black card, so
Yeah.
It wasn't that much.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you for that. Although I
My
feel
pleasure.
like I want to hug you because, yeah.
I want to hug me. That's probably the worst
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah,
dating
yeah.
experience
That
I've had.
woman was callous, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Did you
not-
talk to her again?
Well, when we came back to London, she tried to like take me to lunch to explain what had happened, but she pretty much said the same thing. And I think it was.
Did you go to
when
lunch with
some
her?
people? Well, because I spoke to my cousin Jackie, and she was like, "Give her a second chance because there may have been like a valid reason as to why she couldn't see you that evening. You don't know what the situation was, so give her like the opportunity to explain herself." And I did that, and she was kind of just chatting rubbish. And I think her apology wasn't to apologize; it was to make herself feel better.
Yes.
To be honest.
And so, sorry, Melvin. Last question from me. So,
Yeah.
did you pay for that lunch?
Did I pay for that? No. That was the one stipulation. Even though it was like a bait restaurant in like, it was behind Top Shot. It was Vaffiano, and I think I just ordered like a pasta. So it was like nothing compared. And I remember her saying, I'm really sorry, and she didn't know how much I paid for like the hotel and the flights and that. And she's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll pay for it. Like if you've paid out." But it was one of those empty gestures.
Yeah.
And part of me wishes that I did make her pay for all that.
I would have made her pay.
She wouldn't have paid.
I wish. Yeah.
Yeah,
part
you
of
probably
me
still be.
wishes.
I would have sent her the invoice, but had no expectations.
The invoice.
Well, it's funny you used the word invoice because on our show we had an amazing caller who broke up with this guy that she was dating, and he sent an invoice for all the dates that he paid for, every single date.
So he was calculating it the whole time.
He was fully calculating. Yeah.
She actually had a lucky break, really, because that's not someone you need to be with.
Yeah, bro.
Nah.
Because that's crazy. Because if I was to pull out the invoice for Nana right now and tell her that she owes me £973,465, that would be insane.
No, that was very, very poignant, bruv. Like, you have been counting.
Yeah.
No, that was real. That was very precise. That was hella precise.
Melv,
Sorry, I
Yo.
got one more thing. I know I said one more question, but this guy knew to ring you because it was Thursday. Why?
no, because I thought today was Friday, so I knew that he was going to be out tomorrow.
He said, "Oh, is he on the date? He might be on the date." Actually,
Oh, what,
no, it's
today?
Thursday.
No.
Yeah.
To be fair to Russ, though, Thursdays is my Friday.
Oh, yeah, it is actually. Yeah. Because,
I
no
don't
work
do
tomorrow.
a show on Friday.
Um,
So, yeah.
So where are you going tomorrow?
So, tomorrow, is this still being recorded?
Thank you for the insight
My
into,
pleasure. This is the most intense 10-minute call I've ever had in my life.
Bro, I'm just flabbergasted at the dating
my
scene.
goodness.
It's wild.
It's actually not fun anymore. I used to love it, but it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't sound it. All the best, brother.
Love,
Nice
boys.
one, G.
Peace.
Catch you later.
Take care. Bye.
Nah, man flew to Amsterdam.
Bro,
Can you imagine?
I can. I've had this. Situation I was saying to you was not international, but it was.
Far.
I went somewhere.
Yeah.
Ended up somewhere. Had a hotel. Like, the story's close,
Nothing to show for it.
bro. No, for me, bro. I'll tell you that story. As I said, if the comments,
Yeah.
there's enough comments, then I'll tell the full story.
wow.
It's a whole episode if I tell that story.
Wow. Yeah, that's wild. Well,
So, bruv, the grass is not always greener.
I mean, yeah.
Stay where you are.
Yeah, I think I am gonna be right here. Gonna be right here, man.
Yeah,
Gonna be right
my
here.
brother, yeah.
Just going on my little Ayana date nights to a little restaurant in Canary Wharf.
Bruv, I'm sure you could cook something really nice.
I do all the
and
cooking in the yard anyway.
Nana
Why am I
would be-
cooking again?
Okay, shit. I was just saying that.
I'm just
You
saying,
could
innit?
just stay in the
I'm
house.
just saying, innit? I do all the cooking everything. Yeah, how about somebody cook for me?
Is it? What, Nana don't cook? Nana's cooked before though.
Yeah, I'm not that she. I do the majority of the cooking in the yard.
Okay, got it.
Not like she can't cook or won't
Won't
cook.
cook.
Can't cook, won't cook. But I do them. But then obviously a lot of that is because I do enjoy cooking, so I cook.
It's the guy in you.
Is it?
I don't know.
Is that?
I just said that.
We'll take it, innit? Yeah.
Take it, yeah.
As men, we like to cook.
Yeah,
we
I like to cook.
Yeah.
I love cooking.
I do love cooking. So yeah. Mike.
Bro, this conversation meandered, bro.
Do you know what I think I'm going to look for the next episode? Wild dating stories.
They exist.
Reddit, here I come.
Yeah, I remember one of my friends. Oh, I actually miss her, man. She was so cool. We used to record tracks together. She was so cool, but she told me the worst date. But maybe I'll save it for that episode. The worst date she told me.
Do you know what? Yeah, save it for the episode because we'll get some. Yeah. I think I'm even. I mean, I don't know if he can top that story.
Oh, there's ones that top.
No, I'm saying I don't know if Melvin can top that story that he just told us.
No, that's just spending money.
Yeah, to be fair,
there's one.
You know what? To be fair, I can't even. Yeah,
that's just money.
There's one story that he told me.
He had it.
Yeah, there's one story that he told me.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say it.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's do it off mic.
Yeah. Listen, thank you for sticking with us. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. Please, let's grow our community, our Chophouse community. Yes, we are here. We are here for you. Okay. So yeah, peace. Later.
Peace, man. Later.